blood-stained hatches. These are my rhymes, they're full of depravity, drowning your ass like 2 scoops of gravity. So much despair, trauma and sadness staring you down, face first in a madness. All my life was anger and pain, it emptied my brain, barely left me half sane. They said what a waste, they said what a shame, so it's time. Alright, bitches, quit crying. Here's the video blog. Oh my god, all of my bitches are just bitching and pissing and moaning. Where's the video blog? Well, these are a lot of hard work because I have to sit here for a solid 15 minutes and talk and not prepare, not rehearse, not practice. There's a lot of time and effort involved, like a whole, I don't know, 15 minutes. And then I have to get some water. That takes time, a bottle of water. And I have to put on underwear and a shirt, just to look reasonably presentable. And then I have to go, turn my phone off so in case somebody calls, which I don't do. So if somebody calls, I'll just pick up the phone and answer it on the video blog. So it's been a while. It's been about 20 years since the last one I did. So I have no idea what I've talked about or what I want to talk about or anything of the above. Actually, I know what I can talk about. I just got off the phone with Larry Sharp from Larry Sharp's Monster Factory. And that's where I trained to learn how to wrestle. And the reason I called Larry is a very interesting thing. For some reason, I have no idea who my first match was against. It's fucking weird, isn't it? How the fuck could I not know who my first match was against? I mean, that is fucking bizarre. I know who my second match was against, which is even more bizarre. It's been 25 years, I think, since my first match. But I haven't known who it was in 20 years. I mean, I don't know why, I think I know who it was against, but I wouldn't swear to it. And my opponent, who he thinks was my opponent, he said, well, this is what he said. He goes, it was either me or it was somebody else. It's either me or somebody else. Clever. But, oh well. Anyways, I was talking to Larry Sharp because I was hoping he would remember because that's where I went to the Monster Factory. And my first match was a Monster Factory put on show. And I remember, and I hate to bury this old timer, so I'm not going to say his name. But this old timer who'd been working 20 years at that point, after his match comes up to me, knowing that I'd never had a match, and goes, how was it? How was it? How the fuck would I know how it was? I've just started working. I've never even had a match. Granted, I became an expert at this. Let's see, I want to fix my hair thing. Granted, I'm an expert at this now, but I wasn't an expert yet. I think it took me about 3 more matches to become an expert. But I couldn't believe I was flabbergasted. Yes, I was flabbergasted. I was actually a little freaked out by that the guy's like, how was my match? I'm like, wow. I do not want to be that insecure when I have, when I'm 20 years into the business or maybe longer, and I'm asking people how my match is, because frankly, hopefully at that point, not only will you know how your match is, but hopefully you won't care on an indie show how your match was, not that you shouldn't care that you have a good match, but, let's face it, you shouldn't care that much that some guy who's never, even had a match would know how it was. So. And you know who the person was? It was... I'm not going to say. Sorry. I don't want to bury the guy. The guy's a nice guy and, whatever. You can speculate all you want. You'll never guess. So, there. And it wasn't Larry. Larry wouldn't care. And he didn't work anyway on the show. But yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. That's an interesting factoid. Yes, it is. I rented a movie last night. It was, what the hell was it? It was, Attack the Block. Everybody see Attack the Block? It's awesome. It's about this alien that lands on the planet Earth in London, in like the hood, like in the council projects, and these local hoodie kids from the block beat the aliens off. But the aliens have no eyes and stuff, and they're like gorilla monsters. And they're really only there because I don't want to ruin it for you, but it is awesome. I'm telling you, they probably made the movie for like cheap, and it was awesome. And then another cool movie, because I've been watching a couple movies this weekend, like over the weekend, whatever. I was on the movie kick. I've always been a movie buff, but the not like a buff is the stuff kind of buff, but no, like a movie buff. Um, but and then I kind of lapsed for a little while, and now I'm trying to catch up on all the movies I missed. So I also was watching this thing on Netflix. Everybody watching Netflix? Everybody raise your hands. Netflix. Whee! Netflix has a lot of movies that sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Um, Sometimes the selection's okay, sometimes it isn't. But there's this movie called Low, L-O, and the budget was probably about $12. Um, and it was really cool, man. It was actually really cool. This guy's he summons not this alien. He summons this demon to come and he wants the demon to go help him find his girlfriend who was taken to hell. And yes, they made this movie on like seriously, I bet the budget was 12 grand at the most, and I bet they shot it in a week, and it was brilliant. It really was. Like I could direct something like that. Anybody with a movie script that they would like me to direct, or if there are any producers out there, I will be loved to. Who writes my dialogue for me? That's right, nobody does. I just make it up. No wonder I speak so poorly. Anyway, I'm not gonna go for what else? So Attack the Block, Low. I rented Hannah, but I gotta watch that tonight. I want to see that. But first, I have to go do stand up at the Punchline. It's open mic night. So I try to go there and keep my mic skills, my comedy skills, fresh and dope. Word. And as Virgil would say, for life. A little backwards there. He always goes for life, where it's supposed to be for life or something like that. I don't know why that's life, but that's definitely a four, and he definitely does it backwards. But I like Virgil. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I watched one of Dreamer's little entertaining skits that he did. His Halloween one is highly entertaining, very funny. But see, that's a lot of work. I mean, that's a lot of work. And I guess like that some other guy from the WWE that I don't know his name because I don't watch it, but that Zach somebody guy makes these really cool videos. And I heard they're really funny. But I watched one of them because Dreamer told me to, and the one I saw wasn't the greatest, but I heard they really are really really good. But it's like, that's a lot of work, I mean, I would rather just make it up as I go along, and if these aren't as entertaining as theirs, well, you know what? Fuck them. Who'd they ever beat? My tweets are funnier than anyone's, damn it. I have the funniest tweets in all the land. And anybody who doesn't listen or read my tweets, I guess you would listen if they were Stephen Hawking tweets. Like if he's Stephen Hawking, the voice, and then the tweets would come out with a Stephen Hawking voice. I wonder if you could do that for your map quest, like the map things, and put on your dashboard, and you can put different voices in there. I wonder if you could put Stephen Hawking's voice in there, because since he's using a computer voice already, it would be kind of like a ironic. They have this thing, and along that train of thought, that's running right off the tracks. I was looking through the Think Geek catalog. Anybody see Think Geek catalog? Raise your hands. Yes. Anyway, the Think Geek catalog has a cell phone that looks like a regular phone. Isn't that awesome? So you can walk around on your regular phone and actually making cell phone calls. Although really, who wants to carry a giant phone like that? Or a hand with a thumb and a finger hanging off it. But I thought about getting it just because I thought it'd be awesome, just to walk around with a real phone and actually making real calls, because I thought that'd be pretty entertaining. But I was like, forget it. I'm too lazy. I don't know. I need some more water. All right. I'm going to use my mentalism powers now. And I want everyone out there, when I say this, I want you to think of it, whatever I tell you to, as fast as you can, and we'll see how many people I guess correctly. That I guess correctly. All right, when I tell you to, I want you to think of a number between 1 and 5. Everybody go. I bet it was 3. I am a mentalism wizard. How many people were 3? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. That's got to be like over 70%. I bet it is. And that just goes to show you how amazing I am. It's all the way I use my mentalism skills to make you think of that number 3. I set it up by saying certain subliminal things throughout the beginning part of the blog to lead you into thinking of the number 3. The people who didn't get it, well, you're not going to get 100% of the people, but I bet I got at least 75, 80% of the people. And it's all the way I set up subliminally, if I really wanted to subliminalize you, I would have flashed the number 3 at on the screen, like at every 1,000th of a whatever, and of a a nanosecond. And so a 3, you wouldn't see it consciously, you'd only see it subconsciously. But once again, that would require work, and so I didn't do that. Although it would be good though. Well, that's about it for this blog. I'm tired. I have to go practice my stand-up. I would love to share it with you, but I won't because you people suck. Don't forget that. Oh, you know where I'm going to be this Friday? I'm going to be in Nashville wrestling, and the following weekend I'll be in St. Louis at Anarchy Wrestling. And the next night I'll be at some pay-per-view party in the St. Louis area, watching the pay-per-view and being paid to be there. So if anybody knows which of the 2 bars that show the pay-per-view in the St. Louis area that I'm going to be at, then you should go. And if you're going to be at the St. Louis Anarchy Pro Show, I guess is what it is, or you live in that area, you should go see it because I'll be there. And I think that's it. Then it will be Christmas. Oh, and then I'll be wrestling for the ICP, the Clowns, after that for the New Year's shows, which I'm really looking forward to. And then back to, then I'm going to Alaska. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I should probably not work out right before I do the video blog because I'm still sweating. Anyway, and then I'm going to Alaska, which will be my 50th state. Yay me. That makes me much cooler than you. Because now after Alaska, I'll have been in every state. And I've been in like almost 30 countries. And that's like a lot of places, But I haven't been I asked X-Pac how many countries he's been to, and he's like almost 100. I was like, holy fuck. Because he went on all those WWE tours that I didn't go on. I went to India and, crazy places like that, but he went to a lot of places like the South America tours. I've been to Australia like half a dozen times and New Zealand, but he went to crazy places. I've also been to Romania, but then I left the tour early that we were on, me and him, so he got to Bulgaria and I didn't. I was also wrestled in Moscow. I don't think he wrestled there, but he's wrestled like 100 countries, which pisses me off that he's been to so many, and I've only been to like 30 or so. But 50 states, I saw Horrible Bosses. And what was the line the guy used in the movie? He goes, he banged her over and banged her like 50 states or something. And he goes, that's not a line. He goes, yes, it is. No, it isn't. He goes, no, I think it is. No, I don't think it is. Well, anyway, that's what made me think of that. But Horrible Bosses was really good too. And Jennifer Aniston was awesome, except she looked butt ugly. Oh my God, did she look bad? It looked like it was like she was all breaking out, like she needed some Proactive, maybe that time of the month, I don't know. But yeah, she looked, ugh. But she was hilarious. Colin Farrell, he looked hot. Woo! He looked hot in that movie. With his comb over, with the pieces of hair missing, that is awesome. And Bad Teacher. Wow, Cameron Diaz is so hot. That was a good movie. Although I didn't like the guy in the movie. The guy Siegel or whatever his name is, Marshall, or he plays Marshall, I think, on How I Married Your Mother, I think. I don't like him because he's really not that funny. And as he would say stuff that was sarcastic and would be funny if somebody funny said it, but it really wasn't that funny. So I was disappointed by him. I still haven't seen In Time, which I really want to see. And that is pissing me off because it's not at the theater near my house any longer. And I don't like to go to any other theater because I'm loyal to my theater. It's like some people are loyal to their hairdressers. I'm loyal to my movie theater. And it's also the best one, and they have the best food, and it's 2 blocks away. So, and it's like 14 theaters. I did see Immortals, though, and I give that a B-. So that was that. All right, this is plenty of time. I've taken almost 15 minutes of my life away that I'll never ever get back. So now it's time to find the off button, which actually has not moved since the last time I've used this, but it's been so long that now I can probably pretend to have trouble finding it and make people laugh. That's the funny Donnie. That's so funny.